Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Where are we going next? Today we're back at Walt Disney World in Florida, and we're here at the Art of Animation Resort, and we're going to take you guys on a little tour to show you guys what this resort's all about. Believe it or not, this is a value resort, but it's definitely at the top tier of the value class of resorts. So we're going to take you guys inside and show you all the different theming in here, and without further ado, let's head inside. Alright, so we're standing out front right now, sort of in an area that we probably shouldn't be. So I just want to point a couple things out so we can head inside. So just to the left of the sign, you can see some artwork on the walls from Disney movies like Cars, Little Mermaids, Finding Nemo, and The Lion King. And just over here is where you would catch any bus transportation to any of the theme parks. And then just over here is where you would drive in if you were coming from the airport on a transportation or shuttle. Or if you were coming in with your own car, you'd drive up this area here. Alright, so this is the area here where you'd park and head into the hotel to check in. This is the main door right here. This is where you'd pick up any airport shuttles here to take you back to the airport. And then there's some cast members here that would help you with your luggage when you arrive. Alright, so heading into the main lobby now. First impressions of Art of Animation is, holy cow, this is so nice. So scattered all over the walls here, you're going to see all kinds of different sketches from different artists here at Walt Disney World from different movies. So you can see all kinds of ones like Cars and Finding Nemo, Little Mermaid, and then over on the left side over here you're going to see a really cool kind of lighting feature on the back wall, and this is the check-in desk where you check into the hotel itself. Just wrapping around over here to the left is a small little nook over here with some couches, and there's some movies playing over on the TV over here. I really like this lighting feature here. It's got a cool little feel to it. But if we look over on the other side of the walls, we can see more sketches from different artists, and I think it's pretty much Cars, Finding Nemo, Lion King, Little Mermaid, because that's the themes of the hotel blocks here at Art of Animation. So if we continue on here, all the way down the hallway, I'll give you a little landmarking. Behind us was the front desk, and then straight ahead of us is going to be Ink and Paint Shop, which is the gift shop here at the hotel. And then after the gift shop is Landscape of Flavors, which is the food court here at Art of Animation. Just to the left over here, this is where you'd pick up any Disney transportation. We saw that from the outside. And all the buses are going to wait for you out there to take you to your theme parks. Just over here is a small little business center. There's some computers you can use if you need to access any information from your email or online, and there's some printers here if you need to print out any documents, and then an ATM here as well too. So we'll quickly head outside. I'll show you the bus area. Alright, so if we head outside here, this is the back side of those characters we saw. We were just standing out there at the beginning of this video. So it's not very busy right now. A lot of people are probably at the parks already, but this is where you would wait for any buses to go to the theme parks here. So you can see it says Magic Kingdom there, and you'd line up here to go to Magic Kingdom. One thing I do want to point out is that there are these little TVs here, so you can see it tells you the time, and it also tells you the time the next bus is coming from each of the hotels, or sorry, from each of the parks. So also, another option to get to the parks, Hollywood Studios and Epcot, is using the Skyliner. And we'll show you guys that a little later on in the video, which is a nice plus here at Art of Animation. You have access to using the Skyliner to get to 2 of the theme parks. So I'll head back inside now and check out the rest of the lobby, restaurants, and then the pool areas. Alright, so back inside now from the bus transportation area. Here's some more artwork on the wall. These are more looks like kind of paintings more so, or concept art for the movies. I like this. This is awesome. This is all Finding Nemo. Oh, I see. So you got Finding Nemo on the bottom and then Lion King on the top. And then over on this side, just beside the gift shop, we have Little Mermaid and Cars paintings and concept art over here. So we're going to take a quick peek inside Ink and Paint Shop, and then we'll head through to Landscape of Flavors, which is the food court here. So there's no on-site restaurant. It is a food court here because it is considered a value resort, but there is a lot to offer at the Landscape of Flavors. So this just gives you a little bit of a sense of some of the stuff offered here. We have some snacks and waters, lots of plushies and things over here, toys, little things over here as well, lots of toys from, Guardians of the Galaxy Groot. We got Toy Story, Over on the other side, we got some 50th anniversary merchandise. We got some hats over here, lots of clothing. Here's a nice 50th anniversary t-shirt. Some cool 50th merch over here as well, t-shirts. All right, so now that we've checked out some of the gift shop, we're gonna head into Landscape of Flavors to check out some of the areas here. So inside the food hall here, it's kind of separated, the seating areas are separated into different themes. So over here is the Lion King theme. Just across from that, over here, you can see from some of the murals on the wall. This is like the Radiator Springs just up here, and this is the Cars themed area, and we'll take a look at some of the other ones in just a second. Here, this is the actual food pickup area, and it's separated very nicely too and all spread out. So I'll try to get a couple shots of some of the food offered here. So just over here we have some packaged cereals, and we have the rapid refill cups here that you can use at any resort to fill up with fountain drinks here. $20 for the cup, and then they're free refills. We've got some bananas and oranges and apples. We've got some, just reading up here, we've got some milk and juice, Coca-Cola beverages, so we've got some water and rehydration drinks like Powerades. We've got some libations, we've got lots of beer, vodka sodas, wines. And then over here we've got some savory and better for you options. Here's some salads, and then here's some fruit cups, fruit parfaits, and some sandwiches. This is where the desserts and pastries are going to be. So we got some croissants, we got some cinnamon rolls, some muffins, all kinds of great stuff here, some cookies. Up here we have a Landscape of Flavors. We have some coffees, so we have some lattes, cappuccinos, espressos, cold brews, and then some regular coffee as well. This is all Joffrey's coffee. And then we have some more snack options here and some more rapid refill cups. Got some bottles of wine, like small bottles of wine, Rice Krispie cups, or sorry, Rice Krispie squares that are shaped like Mickey, and then some more chips. So just toured over there. If you look over here, this is the mobile order pickup. So if you scan the barcode or use the My Disney Experience app, bought some food on there, this is where you pick it up for mobile order. Over here we've got some hot food options. We've got some like tandoori chicken, beef, salmon, some Greek salad with plant-based tuna, chicken stir fry. I've actually had that sesame chicken stir fry. It is really yummy. Over here we got a kids menu. We've got macaroni and cheese. I don't know if that's going to circle to something else, but you can see there's the 50th treat right here too. The it's kind of like a dome cake. Over here we've got some different pastas, as you can see on the menu here. I'll let you just pause the screen and take a peek. There's even some pizzas as well. And then over here there's the mac and cheese, breadsticks, and some sweet cupcakes. And then finally over here we've got some burger options to finish off the Landscape of Flavors food court. So we've got a couple different flavors or different styles of burger here. So I'll let you take a peek at that. If you want to just freeze the screen or pause the screen, you can take a look. There's a Benedict burger, cheddar burger, grilled chicken. There's even an Impossible burger. And then finally, once you have all your stuff, you can just pay here at the registers and take it to one of the themed areas here in the dining room. This one over here that we're looking at right now is a Finding Nemo. So this big mural on the wall over here, that's the drop-off that they go into in the movie. Further on down here is the Lion King. And then finally over here behind us is the Little Mermaid area. Just want to point out too, there's also rapid refill cups. You can buy these for $20 and you can refill them as many times as you'd like here at the resorts. They are pointing out too that if you'd like snacks or any kind of beverages, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, you can go to the drop-off pool bar between 11 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. We'll show you the drop-off pool bar in a few minutes. All right, so back in the lobby here, just turning over this way to the left, this is going to lead out into the pool area here and back to the guest rooms. But just pointing out, there is washrooms right here in the lobby, and then here is Pixel Play Arcade. Just beside Pixel Play Arcade, there is a fuel rod pickup or swap station. So fuel rods are, if you pay $30, you get this kit here that plugs into Androids and Apples. And once the fuel rod is empty, you can swap it for a fresh one, power your devices, and it's just $30 with free refills here at Walt Disney World. Okay, so just taking a peek inside Pixel Play Arcade, just give you a little sample of some of the games that are offered here. Just want to also point out, if you want your if your family's here at the arcade and you didn't want to play, you could have a seat at these massage chairs and pay $2 for 5 minutes all the way up to $20 for 50 minutes here. The games here are kind of a pay per play, so here's the different pricing for the games. And they're about 30 to 70, 80, maybe 100 for some of the bigger games, points per playing. So there's a giant Pac-Man. There's all kinds of like cool safari games and like underwater games. There's some retro Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, and then some carnival games here, as you can see. There's a Fruit Ninja game. All kinds of cool racing simulator games here. Guitar Hero, pinball just on the other end there. And then there's some air hockey, some more racing games over here, and then some basketball games and skee ball in the back. Alright, so outside of the arcade and heading outside now. I'm going to take a peek at some of the offerings here at the pool area and the guest room area. So before we check out the pool here, I'm just going to turn over to the left and show you the directory here. So as you can see, here's the directory. This is the building that we just toured here, the main lobby and the food court. And then if we look straight ahead, this is the main pool area here. So this is the big blue pool because it's themed inside the Finding Nemo area. And then we're going to take a trip over here to the left into the Lion King area, the Little Mermaid area. The Little Mermaid area has a pool called Flippin' Fins just here. And then we're going to head over past the pool over here to the Cars themed area, Radiator Springs. We're going to take a peek at Cozy Cone Pool. And then we're going to come back and finish up the tour just here, just before we head to the bridge to the Skyliner just there. So I'll give you a chance to kind of look at the map and you can pause it and reference things on the map a little better. Alright, so just turning to the right here and facing the big blue pool. So this is again themed like Finding Nemo. The one big difference you're going to notice from the value resorts like All Stars versus the Art of Animation is the theming here is like much more advanced and superior than the All Star resorts. So as you can see here, you just see lots of like, you know, theming for Finding Nemo. Even the buildings here are Finding Nemo themed. The hotel rooms over here are themed like Finding Nemo, and you'll see all the characters and stuff too. So we'll check those out in just a few minutes, but just give you a little reference here. The pool is got a towel service, so you don't have to bring any towels from your room. You can drop them off these little buckets here and pick up fresh towels. There's an assistive device here to help people who may be disabled access the pool and get out of the pool, so that's always nice to see. And as you can see around the pool, there's lots of like loungers and like shade and things just over here, as you can see, to escape the sun. But we're gonna just head over here. One thing I want to show you guys is some of the activities happening here at the Art of Animation. So you can see they have Campfire by Pride Rock, that's at the Lion King area, hosted from 6:30 to 7:30 nightly, pending weather. Movies Under the Stars at 8:30, and they always cycle those movies. So those are some cool things to check out while you're here at Art of Animation. I also want to point out too, as you guys can see there, this resort is pet friendly too. You just have to have your dog checked in at the front desk. They'll give them a special tag. You have to make sure your vaccinations are all up to date with your dogs, and they can join you here at Art of Animation. That's one of the 4 hotels that Disney is piloting to allow pet-friendly access for your little fur friends. So we're just heading over here, just to the left. You can see there is more seating outside of the food court, if you'd prefer to have your meal out on the terrace here. Okay, so from the pathway from where we came, this is just another view of the pool area over there. You can see just lots of like cool colors and theming. This is the side of the buildings for the Finding Nemo building. And you can see they have like sort of like large wooden poles, kind of like simulating like a pier. And they've got the little seagulls from Finding Nemo up there too, that's bordering the staircase. So each building will have their own like theming around the staircase. As you can see over here, as we enter the Pride Rock or the Lion King area, they have Pride Rock as the borders for the staircases on the buildings just here and here. So we're heading into the Lion King area. As you can see, some of the trees and some of the foliage is changing a little bit, just to kind of like change the theming to Lion King and more of like a savanna. So these buildings here that we're about to head into are buildings 6 and 10. First thing I'm noticing is there's a bit more shade here versus the Nemo area, and we have Rafiki here welcoming you into the Lion King area. I like this theming so far. It's just a bit more like upscale in comparison to some of the lower end value resorts. Then we have the buildings. We've got different paintings on the buildings. Over here, we've got actual Pride Rock. And there's Simba up there. Wow, look at that. And then here's where they do the campfires and the complimentary marshmallow roasting, just here underneath Pride Rock. Wow, look at that. And as you can see, as I said before, they have the different like plants and things like that. The foliage changes a little bit to make it a bit more like desert-like or savanna-like. Over here, inside the Lion King area here, we've got Timon, Pumbaa, and then baby Simba. So these guys are kind of welcoming you into the, this is like the doorway to get into the room blocks here. And if we turn around here, this is also another door to access the other building just here. So we're just heading underneath the log here. There's the characters up there. I love the, I'm sure like the kids will love this too, just seeing all the cool characters they remember from the movies. And then just like some more theming through the gardens here too. And as we come over this way, we're gonna head into sort of the Badlands area. So this is sort of like the elephant graveyard where we have the hyenas just there, here, and there. And a big elephant skull here. This is actually a little play area, so you can go inside the little caves and stuff here. And here's a better shot of the tiny little play area. I mean, there's just like a small spot for kids to kind of run through there. And again, better shot of the hyenas. And if we pan over this way, we can see Scar over there. And Scar's looking over the Badlands here, the elephant graveyard. And if we continue on down the pathway here, we have one final character, and this is Zazu. He kind of welcomes you into the Lion King area if you're walking from the next section, which we're going to look at right now. It's the Little Mermaid section. And as we walk towards the Little Mermaid section, we're walking a little bit further away from the lobby now. So I'd reckon to get to the Little Mermaid section from the lobby and from the buses after a long park day would take you about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 minutes or so to walk to the far end. So just keep that in mind if you wanted a hotel room closer to the front lobby and to the pool area. But there is another pool over here too in the Little Mermaid area. So we'll take a look at that in just a second. And the staircases here on the sides of the buildings are kind of designed with coral. So here we are on the map. This is where we started outdoors. We walked through the Lion King area and the elephant graveyard and walked all the way up here. Here's where we are right now. We're about to tour into the Little Mermaid area and see the Flippin' Fins pool over here. All right, so we'll just walk down the path a little more and we're here in the Little Mermaid area now. We're gonna see some different nods to the Little Mermaid movies. So we can see over here, there's a small fork, where these are Ariel's Oozits and Whatsits. We can see some different fish on the side of the buildings. You can see over here is like a little smoke pipe. Another thing that Ariel collects in the movies from the land. Just over here, we've got like a whole treasure box full of treasure. We've got a cool themed like lamppost here, and then like a coffee mug or like a stein. And here we have Prince Eric here as a nice statue. We have a great little photo opportunity here with Prince Eric from the Little Mermaid. And if we head over this way, we can see King Triton over here. And then just over on that side, which we'll take a look at in just a second, you can see Ursula over there, the villain in the Little Mermaid. So I think this is really cool. This is a kind of a nicely themed area as well. Got all different characters from the movies. So behind King Triton, to just give you a sense of how big he is, this is the statue. Wow. And behind that statue is where you'd access the guest rooms. Coming over this way, we can see a cool little photo opportunity here. There's Ursula, and then her eel villains, I don't remember their names. Just here's Sebastian, so a cool little photo opportunity right here. And then if we pan back over this way, this is the Flippin' Fins pool, so another pool here. It's a tiny bit quieter, there's not so much activity going on like the first pool we saw over in the Finding Nemo section. Just letting you know too, there is washrooms over here and change rooms, and also there is laundry over there too, which will take Visa and debit. There is towel service offered at this pool as well, and assistive devices to help you get in and out of the pool. So yeah, there's Ariel and friends over here with Flounder, and there's a bunch of fish over there too, bordering the Ariel statue. So yeah, this makes up the Little Mermaid section here. I really like this resort actually, because if you and your family like this particular Disney movie, you can actually kind of like immerse yourself in that movie around your guest room and around the pools. So I think that's a really cool idea. All right, so we're back at the pool now. Just kind of showing you, this is the back to Animation Hall, or like the main lobby area. And now we're gonna take a trip down this sidewalk before we head to the pool in the Finding Nemo area, which is gonna be last. So coming over this way, I just want to point out this building is a snack bar, and also just further down is laundry and restrooms. So over here, I really like what they did with the theming here. They've got the little fish that make up little artwork, or little, they make up different shapes in the movie. They're making up the sign here called the drop-off. So I'll show you the sign here for the drop-off to show you all the different food offerings and drink offerings here. And the drop-off serves from 11 a.m. and I think it closes at, doesn't say on the sign, but I think it said 10:30 before. But yeah, so we just double checked on the sign. It said from 11 to 11:30 p.m. for the snack bar and drinks here at the drop-off. So turning over this way, this is going to lead back to the second last area we're going to tour of the themed parts of the hotel rooms. And this is leading over to the Cars area. So if your family is particularly keen on the Cars franchise or movies, this is Radiator Springs over here. I really like this so far. This is actually giving me vibes of the Radiator Springs over in Disneyland. So if you haven't been to Disneyland, they have a full-on like Radiator Springs Cars land here, and it pretty much looks like this. It's pretty cool. Obviously a little bit more immersive with the rides and stuff they have, but we toured the Disneyland resort and we went to Radiator Springs, and we'll link that video down below if you want to take a peek. So here's Radiator Springs, a happy place, and we got some of the characters from Cars here. And I like this Ornament Valley Radiator Springs big billboard here welcoming you in. So it looks like the theme of the staircases here are big billboards you'd see on Route 66. Here's another character from the movie Cars. And then as you can see, the sides of the buildings here are decorated with paintings like a desert and with some cactuses. Here's some signs here in this wheatgrass. And you can see how the foliage here has totally changed into like more of a desert-like, kind of like Route 66 vibe through the desert. We've got even the gravel here on the ground here, these little pebbles, different Cars characters scattered through the area here. Even the sidewalks are painted like a highway here, or a roadway. And as we head towards the middle, we're heading towards the Cozy Cone Motel. So it's kind of like we're pulling up to a motel here in Radiator Springs. If we look over this way, we can see a Route 66 sign. This is actually just showing kind of where things are in the hotel, like Finding Nemo areas back to the left. And here's the entrance to the guest rooms here. This building is Luigi's Casa della Tires. So you can see all the tires stacked up and some of the other characters over here from the movies. And then over on that side is Towmaters Towing and Salvage, and that's welcoming you over there. You can see Towmater, the character just there. There's a really cool photo opportunities here. I'm just heading through here, the Cozy Cone Hotel, or Motel, sorry. And basically I think it's just the, oh, here's some vending machines. And I think it's just the restroom area and the changing area. Yeah, so just at the end of this hallway here inside, this is the laundry room, and there'll be some washrooms scattered around here too. But I'll just take a peek and look at the pool here, but this is really cool. Look, we got the Wheel Well Motel over here. We've got lounge chairs kind of scattered around. And then to provide shade, there's these like traffic cones here at the Cozy Cone Motel. This is really neat. I like this. Another assistive device to help people get in and out of the pool. Yeah, this is great. So just giving you a bit better view of the cones here in the Cozy Cone pool. So they give you like full lounge chairs here with a table, and there's lots of shade offered here inside these little traffic cones. And then just on the other side of the pool here, we've got the Wheel Well Motel, and there's Lightning McQueen, and I can't remember what her name is. Maybe you can put it down in the comments for me. But there's a great photo opportunity here at the back side of the Cars Land kind of hotel room block area. So also here's some of the towels that you can pick up. You can grab any towels from here, and then just a towel return over there too. And then lastly, the pool hours are 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can do some night swimming. They have some like lighting stanchions set up around the pool to light up the pool in the evening time. All right, so just back in kind of the main area here of the Cars Cozy Cone area. and then we're gonna head all the way back to the Finding Nemo pool and see the Finding Nemo section, the pool, and then we'll finish up the video just there. All right, so from the Radiator Springs themed area, this would be the walkway back to the main lobby. We're gonna come around this way, and then here's another building from the Finding Nemo themed area with this pier, and then the seagulls on top. We're gonna turn over this way and take a peek at the pool from a couple different angles. So coming over this way, we can look back here. We can see the guest washrooms and the laundry. And then over this way, you can get some sneak peeks at the pool. I love the theming here. This is awesome how they've got like jellyfish and the splash pad over there. Just even the fence here, you can see how it's kind of flowy, like almost like the waves in an ocean. There's lots of lighting up here on these like stands to light the area up at nighttime, because there's nighttime swimming up until 11 p.m. And then over on this side, you can see some different coral, some fish all along the sides of the building. So this is a really impressively themed area. Over here, you can see there's Nemo and his sea anemone over there with his dad, Marlin. And then there's Crush over on that back wall over there. This is an entrance to one of the Finding Nemo buildings. There's some shade all around the pool. Actually, there's not too much shade. I will actually just mention that. More loungers in the sun than shade, so it might be a little bit difficult to find some loungers in the shade, but if you come early enough, you might be able to find some. Over here, we have Mr. Ray, and Mr. Ray is kind of welcoming you into the other side of the, where the guest rooms are here through these doors here. And just where Nemo and Marlin are, this is like a little splash pad for kids to kind of, there's like little fountains that shoot up water. So coming through here, there's more theming on the side of the walls. There's some coral. And then over here, my favorite character, there's Squirt, the little baby sea turtle. And this is just like a little playground right here. Some slides and things like that. And some little caves to kind of crawl through. So just panning back, this is the rest of the resort here in the Finding Nemo section. So if you're keen on Finding Nemo, you might want to choose the Finding Nemo rooms here at the Art of Animation. And with that, that's going to bring us to the far end of the, or the kind of the end of the Art of Animation resort. If we walk up this way, just all the way through the Finding Nemo section, this is going to lead us to a bridge that connects the Art of Animation through to Pop Century Resort. So we also did a hotel tour with Pop Century, or for Pop Century, and we'll link that down below in the description. But one other thing that's really awesome about Art of Animation is that it's connected to the Skyliner, which is right here on the bridge to Pop Century. And the Skyliner connects you over to Caribbean Beach, which moves you on to Hollywood Studios, Riviera, and Epcot. So awesome that Art of Animation is on a Skyliner station here, or attached to a Skyliner station. That is a huge plus to kind of get around the Disney parks and the Walt Disney World Resort. So you got a beautiful view here of the Skyliner station and some of the gondola cars here that are going over Hourglass Lake, where we are right now. And with that, that's going to kind of bring us to the end of the video here. Art of Animation is probably one of the best value resorts to stay at. It's a little bit higher on the price tag, but if you can budget for it, you're definitely going to get much more of an immersive experience here at Disney World. So we definitely recommend staying at Art of Animation. Just over this way, you can see Hourglass Lake continues over here, and you can see some buildings from Pop Century. So if you guys found that video helpful, we took a look at some of the lobby offerings, the gift shop, the food court, all the different themed areas. If you found this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to find out where we're going next.